Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Blair and today's video is my 25 favorite things from 2020. I'm gonna have makeup, some hair stuff, and some lifestyle stuff too. I considered doing a full face of my favorite products from 2020, but then I decided I really wanted to be strict with myself and only talk about the true favorite things from this year. And that includes some lifestyle stuff, some food, some makeup, obviously, some hair stuff. So I'm just gonna share my 25 favorite things that I have loved this year. So the 25 things that have brought me a little bit of joy and happiness in this very odd, strange 2020 that we've had. So if you're interested in my 25 favorite things from 2020, please keep watching and let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do makeup first and then we'll get into some hair stuff and the lifestyle and a little bit of food too. So let's get started. The first thing that I've loved is something that a few of you actually recommended to me, and I'm obsessed, and I talk about it in every video, so this will not be a surprise, and it's the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is the best brow gel, and I have tried many brow gels. I've had Glossier Boy Brow, I've had Benefit Gimme Brow, I've had the Ilia Brow Gel, the Milk Makeup Brow Gel. I've had them all, it seems like, and none of them compare to this. And this is $5, $4. I always forget how much it is. This is so good. Everybody needs this in their makeup bag. Even if you have hardly any makeup on, just run a little bit of this through your brows and it makes such a big difference. This actually has little fibers in it, which I know a lot of brow gels claim to have little fibers in them, but I honestly don't notice that a lot just with other brow gels I've had in the past. I notice and see the little fibers in this brow gel when I use it. I love it so much. I love it for when I have barely any makeup on, and I love it like today when I have a full face of makeup on. I love to use this on its own or over a brow pencil, or my new MAC brow tint that I have. This is the best brow gel, hands down. If you don't have this, you need it in your life. Trust me, go get it, you'll love it. All right, number 2, sticking with the e.l.f. theme, is the e.l.f. Keep Your Curl Mascara. I tried this, it was back earlier this year, and I got it when I did a full face of e.l.f. I placed a really big e.l.f. order on elf.com, and I did not have an e.l.f. mascara, so I picked this one because it had the best reviews. e.l.f. has tons of mascaras, different versions, but this one had, I want to say this had 5-star reviews, and this is so good. Not only is this inexpensive, it's like $5 or $6, this is a definite dupe for Benefit Roller Lash. If you have tried Roller Lash, you'll know it has a rubber wand that's curved, like this one. The wand is curved, but this is so good. The wand, because of the shape, you can really get under the lash and push up, which is what I love about Benefit Roller Lash. That's been my favorite mascara for years. It's always been a go-to for me, even though it's pricey. It's obviously a higher end mascara. I've never found really any drugstore mascara that I just loved. I've had a few here or there that I liked, but nothing that really stood out that I loved. This is so good. Now let's move on to foundation, and I have 2 of them. One of them actually did come out this year, and it's the Sephora Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. I actually have this foundation on today. I did a review of this when it first came out with the other items in this collection. There was an eyeshadow palette and some lip products and this foundation. And this is one of my favorites, hands down, in my collection. It is luminous, but not an oily kind of luminous. It just gives your skin an overall glow, but I feel like even someone with oily skin would like this foundation. It's not a greasy, glowy foundation. They say this is a light coverage. I would say this is more of a medium coverage. In fact, when I tried it the first time, I was surprised because I kind of had in my head from the get-go it was going to be more of like a tinted moisturizer, but I was shocked. It actually gives you pretty decent coverage. I want to say this comes in 15 shades maybe. I'll put it up on the screen because I can't remember. It's $20, so it's not super affordable, but it's not super high end. It's kind of right in between, and I've really been enjoying it. I like it for lighter makeup days and for more of a glam makeup look too. Love this so much. Number 4 is definitely not something new. This is a cult favorite for so many people. I've done a lot of videos on my channel about or using this product, and it's the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. This was the first foundation I ever wore. When I started wearing makeup when I was 12 or 13, I forget exactly how old I was. This is what I wore for years. I never changed it. This is just always what I wore, and I wore this because my mom wore Bare Minerals, and we just always bought this. And I kind of got to the point as I got older where I just got sick of it because I just felt like I wear the same thing over and over and over, and I went a few years and didn't wear this at all. And then a few years ago I started pulling it out again, and this year in particular I have worn this a ton. I wear it almost every day recently with my tinted SPF. I'll do my tinted SPF underneath and then a layer of this over the top, and that's what I'll just put on my face on a daily basis. I did a 5-minute makeup routine recently that I'll link above for you if you haven't seen it, and I used this in that video. There's just something about this. There's nothing like this in my opinion. It's definitely more of a luminous looking foundation. I think it kind of perplexes some people because when you think of a powder foundation, you don't think of luminous or radiant. You typically think of dry and cakey and just not very flattering. This is none of those things. It is flattering, it's beautiful and natural, and I love it. I know it doesn't work for everyone. I know it does have an ingredient in it. I forget what it's called. It might be mica that ups or bothers some people's skin. So I know it doesn't work for everyone, but for me and my skin, it's always worked beautifully, and this shade in particular, Fairly Light, is a perfect match for me. I've mentioned this before, but when I first started wearing makeup and I only wore this for years and years, I would constantly have people ask me what was on my face when I wore this. I mean, people would stop me and ask what foundation I had on, and every single time it was this one in Fairly Light. So this will always be a classic favorite for me, but I've definitely rediscovered my love for it in 2020. All right, moving on to probably my favorite makeup product, which is concealer. And this year has been the year of NARS. I have fallen madly in love with both of these, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one I tried pretty early on in the year and loved it instantly, even though I mentioned this in a video a while back. I tried this a few years ago, the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I did not like it. I've never understood the hype behind this concealer until this year, and the only thing that changed is the color that I got. Now I wear the shade Light 2.3 Madeleine, I don't know how you say it, but this color works perfectly for me. It works under my eyes, it works on my face as a spot concealer. And then a more recent favorite has been the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This, to be honest, I only tried because I loved this one so much. And this color was so good for me that I really wanted to try this one because it came in the same color, which is 2.3 Madeleine. This is so good. I am not even someone that loves a pot concealer like this. Usually these I find to be very drying and just not very flattering. So I really didn't have high expectations for this one, but boy was I wrong, because I love this. Again, this has been something I'll use on a daily basis too. Sometimes I'll do tinted SPF and skip foundation altogether and just use this and spot conceal all over my face. I even like this under my eyes, even though it is definitely a thicker consistency than the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I definitely prefer this one for under the eyes, but I don't hate this under my eyes, even though it's a little bit thicker. I love these. I think they are both beautiful depending on your preferences. I do like this one a lot for a blemish. So if you have a zit, you know, a dark spot, redness you're wanting to cover, anything that you want a decent amount of coverage to really pinpoint cover something, I would go with this. If you want just an overall under eye and face concealer, just a one and done, I would go with the Radiant Creamy. Okay, I think we're on number 6 now. Number 6 is a bronzer. And there were a few that I thought about picking for this, but when I think of what I've been reaching for the most and what I just love no matter what kind of makeup I'm doing, it's this one. It's the Bare Minerals Endless Summer Bronzer in the shade Faux Tan. So this is the pressed version, obviously. This does come in the loose mineral version, like most of Bare Minerals products do. This I actually got from TJ Maxx. It was $9.99. I believe it retails for $29. This is the perfect color for me. It's warm, yet a little bit cool. I guess it's more of just a neutral bronzer. This never disappoints me. It doesn't have shimmer in it. It's a matte bronzer, but it's just such a natural looking color. It doesn't look fake. It looks beautiful on your eyes as eyeshadow. I love it. It kind of reminds me of my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunlight, but I gotta say I think I like this one a little bit more. I've been reaching for this daily since I got it. I mean, it's been in my everyday makeup drawer and I love it. You might be able to see I've made quite a dent in this, and I haven't even had this one for very long, but that's how much I love it. It's making it into this video. Number 7 is a blush, and this is really saying something because I've tried a bunch of blushes in 2020. I don't know why, but I've been drawn to blush probably the most this year. I don't know why. When I was younger, I didn't like blush, to be honest, because I've always had rosy cheeks. That's just kind of how I am. That's how my skin is. And when I was younger, I did not want to wear blush because I didn't want anything to make my cheeks look more rosy. Now I've gotten over that as I've gotten older, but I just wouldn't wear blush when I was younger, which is so funny because now I buy blush all the time. And the favorite one from this year is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in the shade Climax. So this is, it might not even come off this way on the camera, but this is kind of more of a brown toned blush, or it's more of a bronzy blush. And the center is a really, really light pink. But this goes with everything. That's why I love it. It goes with cool tone looks, warm looks, neutral looks. It even looks pretty on your eyes as eyeshadow. I have a few Charlotte Tilbury blushes, but this one has got to be my favorite. It just, I don't know how to explain it, but it just goes with everything, and I always love how it looks. I do have it on today. I have this on with a bright red lip, and it works. I've worn it with no makeup, with purple makeup. I've worn it with everything, and it looks good no matter what you pair it with. All right, moving on. Number 8 is an eyeshadow palette. Number 8 and number 9 are both eyeshadow palettes. I tried to only pick one, but I couldn't just pick one of these two. I had to choose both because I love them both. And the first one is the BK Beauty True Beauty eyeshadow palette. This came out about a month ago, so this is very, very new for me, but I love this palette. I love every single shade in here, and I cannot say that about most eyeshadow palettes. Typically with a palette, I might like all of the shades, but there's usually one that I'm just not crazy about or that I know I really won't use. Not the case with this one. I use every shade in here and I love them all. I've done 2 videos here on my channel with this palette. One was a little more of a warm eye look and one was a little more on the purpley side. You guys, this is the perfect everyday palette for everyone. The creator of BK Beauty is Lisa J here on YouTube. She obviously has a YouTube channel. I'll link below. I love her, one of my favorite YouTubers. I watch her constantly and I love her brushes and I love this palette. This is the perfect everyday palette, but it has some fun shimmers and darker shades in here too. So you can really do anything with this palette. Number 9, I'm guessing this product is going to be in a lot of favorites videos that you'll see because this was all over YouTube when it first came out. Really for a good while, for a few months, it was all over YouTube, and that is the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I also bought the bronze palette from Natasha Denona earlier this year, and to be honest with you, I have not used that palette very much. I haven't wanted to reach for it. Not that I don't like it, and not that I don't think it's great quality. It's beautiful, but I don't love it as much as this one. This one is so unique to me, and I think it's because you don't see that many predominantly cool toned eyeshadow palettes. There are lots of warm palettes, but not many cool tone palettes, and I just think every shade in here, just like the BK Beauty palette, I love every single shade. Every single shade. It's mostly cool tone. They do have a few shades in here that could lean a little bit on the warm side, but it's mostly a cool tone palette. I've done 1, maybe 2 looks with this palette on my channel, but one of my favorite looks I've ever done, I'll link it in the cards for you if you haven't seen it, but it's a very smoky, darker eye look than what I typically do, but I loved it, and I did it with this palette. Number 10 is a lip liner, and this is kind of funny because I'm pretty sure I've had this exact lip liner for a few years, but not in this color. It wasn't until I found this color that I fell in love with this, and it's the Milani Color Statement lip liner in the shade 04 All Natural. The reason I like this is, number 1, it's very affordable. I think these are $3.99 or $4.99, and this shade in particular matches my natural lip color perfectly. So what I do on most days is I line my lips with this, kind of fill in my lip too, put a lip balm on top, and that's it. And that's kind of my everyday lip combo. I do switch up the lip liner from time to time, but the one that I've been using the most is this one. These are very, very similar to MAC in terms of the consistency. They're very, I think they're a little bit creamier than MAC lip liners. Sometimes I do think MAC lip liners are a little bit dry. This one is the perfect consistency. It's not too moisturizing so that it doesn't stick and stay to your lips, but it's not so dry that you can't really work with it. It's a perfect in between, and this shade is stunning. It's a perfect nude. Hopefully you can see that. I'll try to insert a close-up swatch of it too. It's beautiful. That's actually all of the makeup. I definitely have tried more things and loved more things this year, but those are the things that really stood out in my mind when I thought of the things that I really wanted to reach for and just really enjoyed using this year. Number 11 is a makeup brush, and this is so funny. I have so many brushes that I love. A lot of them are by this brand. It's BK Beauty, so it's the same brand as the True Beauty palette. But this brush in particular has changed my eye makeup world. And this is the BK Beauty 208. It's an angled liner brush, I think is what it's called, or I forget, it's angled something. This is the tiniest little angled brush, and I use this for eyeliner when I use eyeshadow. So today I used a black eyeshadow to create a wing, and I use this brush. This is a game changer. If you struggle with getting the perfect wing and you just can't get the shape right on the brush, this is what you need in your life. You need this. You will not regret it, I promise. Even if you don't like a wing, this, because of how small it is, you can really get up close to the base of your lashes. It is so good. It washes wonderfully. These BK Beauty brushes are amazing quality. I believe this brush is $18, $15 maybe. I'll put it up on the screen. Worth every single penny. In fact, I feel like I need to buy a backup of this, because if I were to ever lose this or something happened to it, that would not be good. This is one of those things I will not be without now that I've had it. Number 12, I'm actually very surprised made it into this video, because I have not had this for very long at all, but I love it so much that I knew it had to be in this video, because I've used it so much since I got it and I love everything about it. And it's a tinted moisturizer from Dermatology. It's the Dermatology Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 46. It is tinted, and they say it's a universal tint. It's oil-free and contains anti-aging ingredients. I don't know about that, but I do know that this is such a beautiful tinted SPF. Like I was saying earlier, I've been using my Bare Minerals Original Foundation over the top of this, and it is the most beautiful combination. If you are someone that just wants to very, very slightly even out your skin tone, you need to try this. It has zinc, 12% zinc oxide, 7.5% octinoxate, but the 12% zinc is what really drew me to this. I prefer zinc, predominantly zinc-based sunscreens, and this is so good. It's moisturizing, but it's not too moisturizing. It's not drying. It doesn't have a weird smell. It dries down. It's oil-free. I will hands down 100% be repurchasing this before I run out for sure, because this is going to be a staple product for me from now on. Number 13 is something very, very random, and it's Aquaphor. I got this little tube of the Advanced Therapy for dry, cracked, and irritated skin. Back before we went to Disney World, I got this because I was having really dry lips. Like, even at night when I would coat my lips with my Laneige sleeping mask, Carmex, the Bite Beauty mask, I tried everything. I would still wake up with dry lips, and the corner of my mouth on both sides would be dry. So I really wanted something thick and really, really moisturizing that I could just slather all over my mouth. And I got this. This is so, so good. There's no fragrance in it, and it is kind of a gel consistency, but it's a very thick gel. It just feels so good and moisturizing on your lips. If you have like dry hands or elbows, knees, anything that's very, very dry, if you slather yourself in a bunch of this, it will fix it. Your dry skin will go away, and it's amazing. I've tried similar things to this before, but I never tried the original Aquaphor until this. And now I use this every night. Every night before I go to bed, I slather my mouth, the sides of my mouth, and anywhere else where I have dry skin. I apply this, and in the morning, it's 10 times better. So, very random, but number 13 is Aquaphor. Number 14 is another cult favorite product, and I feel like it again took me a very long time to jump on this bandwagon, but once I tried it, I've been hooked ever since, and it's Bioderma. This is well, they say it's a micellar water, but this is like a cult favorite of makeup artists from what I've seen and heard, and I've never tried it. until earlier this year. I ordered some from Amazon. I think you can buy like a double pack of these, and I'm obsessed with this. I use this as kind of my first step in removing my makeup. I go over my face with this. I use it to get rid of my eye makeup, and I use it to remove a lot of my face makeup. It doesn't irritate my skin. I don't feel like there's a weird residue left on my face. I love this. I've tried a bunch of different micellar waters, makeup removers in the past, but nothing compares to this. I definitely will always have this in my collection. Also, number 15 is a hair product, and this is my only hair product actually, and I have a lot of hair products. I kind of switch up my hair product depending on my mood, to be honest, but this is the one thing that has remained in my routine. Since I got it, I've used it consistently, and it's the Redken One United All-in-One Multi-Benefit Treatment. So this one is, oh, actually it is gone. There's not even any left in here. I thought I had a little bit more. I bought a jumbo size of this during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I use this every time I get out of the shower. This is how I detangle my hair. I spray this all over, and I don't feel like when I'm brushing my hair I'm ripping anything out. Sometimes when your hair is wet, that's when your hair is very vulnerable to damage. So I like to use something to really detangle and very gently brush my hair out. And this has been a game changer for me. It's just perfect. It does everything really. It helps with protecting your hair from heat. It helps flyaways. It conditions. Safe for color treated hair. It primes your hair for styling. It does everything. Helps prevent split ends, controls frizz. It's very lightweight. I can't say enough good things about this. Like I said, I have a bunch of different hair products, and I do switch things up from time to time, but this is one thing I don't switch. I always use this, and I love it. Now we'll move into more of the lifestyle things. Number 16 is this perfume. I only have the travel size, but I will be buying the full size here pretty soon, and it's Juliet Has a Gun. I didn't know much about this perfume, but I've heard it come up in people's videos of favorite things. I hear about this, Juliet Has a Gun, a lot, but I've never smelled it. So I was in Sephora. I've kind of been running low on perfume. I have a good many summery, springy smells, but nothing that is really good for the winter or fall time. So I wanted something new, and I smelled this, and at first I was not sure. It's not like any other perfume that I've ever tried. It's very, very subtle. They do have different versions of this, but this is just the original Juliet Has a Gun. You guys, this is my smell. I'm going to spray myself right now because this is so good. I'm going to read the description on Sephora because I'm not very good at describing scents. So they say that this is woody and earthy. Scent type is warm woods. And the key note is cetylox, synthetic ambergris, whatever that is. It says this minimalist, fresh and clean fragrance is hypoallergenic and ideal for those who don't normally wear perfume. It is composed of a single note called cetylox, which is usually used in perfumery as a base note. Here it plays the lead role for a fragrance that will easily satisfy the most difficult tastes, and particularly those preferring discretion over complexity. And that is exactly how I would describe this. It is very subtle, but it packs a punch. It's also one of those perfumes that when you first put it on, you think, oh my gosh, I can't smell this. And then after you've had it on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you will start to smell it. When I bought this and brought this home, the next day I wore it, and I remember I sprayed it on and I was thinking, I can't smell this. Why can't I smell it? And after 10 or 15 minutes had gone by, Every time I would move or really do anything, I would get a whiff of it, and it smells so good. I don't know if it's just this particular perfume mixes well with my natural skin oils or something. I don't know, but this is my new scent for sure. Number 17 is actually the jeans that I'm wearing. I'm gonna stand up in a second, or I'll play a clip over me talking so you can see them. They are by the brand Levi's, and they are the 725 high-rise straight jeans. I love these. I love them. You know when you find a pair of jeans that just fits you perfectly? You love them. They're not too tight. They're not too loose. These jeans have stretch in them. I had never tried Levi's jeans before, but I saw these at Nordstrom. Actually, they were on just a rack by themselves. There was only one pair, and I picked them up. And you ever have that experience where you look at a pair of jeans and for some reason you feel like they'll fit you? Like they just look like they were made for you? That's how I felt about these jeans, and they fit me like a glove. They are everything that I love. They have some distressing in the knee, only in one knee, so it's not too much. They have some stretch. They are also a straight fit. For my body type, I find that straight jeans are the most flattering. I used to be into skinny jeans, but I feel like with my leg shape, a straight jean is a lot more flattering. They are also high-waisted, which high waist is not negotiable for me. I only wear high-waisted leggings, high-waisted jeans, high-waisted shorts. High waist is what works for me. If I can find them, I will link them in the description box. Hopefully I can still find a pair because I love them, but they are my new favorites. Moving on to number 18. The next few things you will probably see a common theme. Something that you guys probably don't know about me is I love cozy things. I am a cozy person. I like warm things, comforting things. That's just what makes me happy. I love that kind of stuff. And I work from home. I worked from home before all the craziness happened. So I worked from home for a while. And so I live in comfortable athletic wear, basically, or just comfortable things in general. And I discovered these earlier this year, and I now have, I want to say I have like 5 or 6 of them. And they are these, I think they call them sports bras. They're from Aerie, and I think they're called the seamless sports bra, maybe. They are so comfortable, you guys. You do not feel like you have anything on when you wear these. I wear this when I just have like a sweatshirt on around the house. I will do a workout in these because I think they are technically a sports bra. They do have pads in them, but you can take them out if you don't like padding in your bras like this. This is just the perfect lounge / sports bra. I love them. I have this color, which is kind of a tan. I have this one that I just got. It's a baby blue. I have this one. This is like a mossy green. I love this color. I have black, gray. That may be it. It comes in white. I don't have the white one yet, but these have been a game changer for me. If you are someone that just likes to lounge around in something really comfortable, something that could be a sports bra, but it could also just be a lounge bra, you would love these. They're from Aerie, like I said. Normally you can get them on some kind of sale, so I wouldn't pay full price for them, but they are so comfortable. I live in these and highly, highly, highly recommend them. Number 19 is another item from Aerie. I found a ton of good things from Aerie this year. I've really gotten into them just in the past year, and something else about me, like I said, I like cozy things and I love sweatpants. I love sweatpants. I've always loved them since I was very, very young. I love pajamas, sweatpants, all that kind of stuff. And these, I must say, are the most comfortable sweatpants I've ever bought, and they're from Aerie. They are not a super flattering sweatpant. Like, they're not fitted or anything. They're very loose and baggy. But they are just a classic sweatpant. Elastic waist. They have a drawstring here, and they have the bands around the bottom. So you don't have to worry about them being too long on you, and they are so soft. I mean, it just feels like a blanket. It feels like a blanket, like kind of a jersey feel, cottony knit blanket. They are so comfortable. They're fleece on the inside, and they are perfect. I love them. I have two. I have these in the gray color, and then I have an army green color. Trust me, if you get a pair of these, you will love them. These are from their new, it's called Offline by Aerie. These sweatpants are part of that new line. And again, these are usually on some kind of sale. I want to say they're like $50 normally, but I did not pay $50 for mine. Although I do think they're worth $50. I love these so much. Something about coming home and putting on a pair of nice, comfortable sweatpants. There's just nothing like it. I love, love, love sweats, and these, I gotta say, are my favorites. Number 20, I'm wearing right now. They're on my feet. Again, sticking with the cozy theme. They are my UGG slippers. I've had a pair of UGG slippers for years, but this pair is new. I got these this year during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. These are a little bit of a different style than the classic UGG slipper. These are like all over the like the shearling fabric that's normally inside the UGG. You guys, these are so nice. These are even better than the original ones in my opinion. I don't know why I felt the need to buy the hot pink ones, but I did, and I'm not mad about it. I wear them all the time. I always have cold feet. Even when it's not cold outside, my feet get cold. My hands too, but particularly my feet. So I always have a pair of slippers on for the most part when I'm in the house, and I love these, you guys. If you want to splurge on yourself and buy yourself a nice pair of slippers, or ask for them for Christmas, maybe you get a gift card or something. These are so, so good. I was lucky enough to get mine when they were on sale. So I want to say I got these for almost half price. I think they're $89 normally, and I got them for like $49, I want to say. Worth every single penny. I love them so much. They do come in other colors, so you don't have to get the hot pink ones, but so good, so, so worth it. Number 21, another cozy thing. This, my mom actually got me for my birthday, and this is one of my favorite things for a few reasons, and it's the Glossier gray sweatshirt. So many things I love about this. Number one, obviously, I love makeup. I love Glossier, for sure. It says Glossier on it. It's gray. Gray is one of my favorite colors. 9 times out of 10, if I'm going to choose something like a sweatshirt, sweatpants, really anything, t-shirt, I'm going to choose gray every time. I just love gray. And this, I just love this so much. It's kind of a cross between a sweater and a sweatshirt. It's a little bit thinner than the typical crew knit sweatshirt, but it's thicker than like a sweater. It's right in between. It is so good. It's so cute. It reminds me of my mom because my mom gave it to me, but it also reminds me of earlier this year we went to New York before all the craziness happened, and we went to the flagship Glossier store. So every time I wear this, I think of that trip because it was so much fun. And this is just me. Makeup, cozy things, gray sweatshirt. I love it. I wear this all the time. I don't know if I've worn this in a video, but I wear it in real life all the time. I love it. Almost done. So number 22 is very random, but necessary if you have long hair in particular, and they are the slip silk hair ties. This is a black one. I have them all over. I get them in the Sephora checkout line. They have these little boxes. They usually come in little clear boxes that say slip on them. And they are definitely pricier for a hairband, but I love them because these do not pull your hair out. They don't tug at your scalp. If you're somebody that wears your hair up a lot, if you wear ponytails, if you wear your hair in a bun, this is just the best hairband. They are hands down my favorite. Most of the time, if I can't find one of these, I will keep searching until I find one because they're just my favorite. I can wrap these comfortably 3 times and not have a headache from wrapping my hairband too tight. I don't with these. I also will sleep with my hair up in these. A lot of the times if my hair is not clean, I put my hair up in a high bun and sleep with it like that. I just don't like to have my hair in my face at night. I feel like gross stuff from my hair gets on my skin and I just don't like it. So I wear my hair up in a bun and I always use one of these because I know if it's up there and I'm sleeping, I don't have to worry about it pulling or tugging or damaging my hair at all. So very random, but if you're wanting to try out a new hairband and you don't mind spending a little bit more, I love these. Almost done. Number 23 is my gold jewelry. I have gotten a few new pieces this year. One of them being this little ring from Madeleine. It's a little gold chain ring. I wear it on my index finger. And a lot of you ask about my jewelry. You'll notice that my jewelry does not change very often. I am definitely more of a minimalist when it comes to jewelry. I like to get one nicer piece of jewelry a year. I don't love costume jewelry. I'm more of a have like a few really nice pieces. Like Madeleine, my rings are 14 karat gold. Obviously gold is more expensive, so I don't get them very often. But that's what I like. I like to get pieces that I wear every day and that I can wear all the time. I never take most of these things off. Another thing I've gotten this year are these gold hoops. These are also from Madeleine. I love them. They're so lightweight, easy to take in and out, and I can honestly put these in without even looking, which is shocking for me. And these are so lightweight. You wouldn't think a big hoop like this would be light, but these really are. I also love these little rings I have that I wear on my middle finger. One is just a plain gold band and one is more of a twisted gold band. Those are from Catbird. That's another place I love to get my gold jewelry from. I have a little diamond stud back here from Catbird as well. I just love gold jewelry. So this year I've gotten a few new pieces and those are absolutely a favorite. I wear them every single day. I shower in them. Honestly, I hardly ever take a lot of these pieces off. I also have this. This little gold pendant necklace is from Madeleine. It is the Virgo sign necklace. It is 14 karat gold. My mom got this for me when I reached 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so this is very special to me. I love this. My little gold chain here is from Catbird. So a lot of these things I wear in pretty much every video, but I am a gold jewelry kind of girl. It's my favorite and I just love to invest in really nice quality pieces. 2 more things. Number 24 is a handbag. I don't really talk about clothing or fashion or anything. I might sometime in the future, I don't know, but I've used this same bag all year long and I've had it for a few years, but I feel like I haven't really used it a ton until this year, and it's the Gucci Soho Disco crossbody bag. This is the tan color. It comes in black and red and I think another color, I can't remember, but I just have the tan color and this is a great bag. This bag is the perfect size crossbody, in my opinion. In the past, I've kind of had an issue with crossbodies because I feel like I just can't fit enough of the things that I really need in them. This bag fits everything. Everything that I need. My phone fits in here, my mask, obviously, my sunglasses, a small wallet, a little thing of ibuprofen, and a granola bar. And that's really all I need on a daily basis, and it all fits in here. I have traveled with this bag. I took this bag to Disney. I took it to New York months ago, earlier this year, and it's just a great bag. You can dress it up, you can wear it with a t-shirt, and it looks super cute. My philosophy with handbags is very similar to jewelry, and most of what I have are more expensive. I like one nice bag every once in a while rather than getting a new purse all the time. I'm definitely a handbag person. I love purses. I always have. I think I always will. And this one is just a really good, versatile, everyday bag. It's been well worth the money. I've worn it everywhere. It doesn't look like it, but I have. It goes with everything because it's this pretty neutral color. It's so soft. The inside is very spacious. It's a small bag, but you can fit a lot of stuff in here. And it's been the only bag I've used this year. So I knew I had to include it. I love a really minimal outfit, like jeans and a t-shirt and a bag like this and gold jewelry. That's kind of my vibe. I love that look. And this bag has been well worth the money. I think well worth the investment. I think the price has gone up on this bag. I want to say when I got mine, it was under $1,000. Now I'm pretty sure it's over $1,100. It's crazy. But if you could find a used one on Poshmark or Fashion File, there's a bunch of those websites. The Real, you can find these used sometimes for less. And I would definitely recommend if you're in the market for one, but I personally think it's well worth the money, and I've really, really enjoyed mine. Number 25. The final thing, I'm a little embarrassed to end with this item, but I had to put this in here because if you know me, you know this about me. I am a pretty healthy eater. I mean, me and my husband, we both eat pretty healthy most of the time. I can resist most unhealthy foods. Honestly, I really like to eat healthy. I don't feel like I'm depriving myself of eating healthy. I just like healthy food. There is one thing though that I cannot resist, and that is a chocolate chip cookie. I have discovered the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had. They are called Sweet Loren's cookies. They come in different flavors. This is just the chocolate chip, but they come in a double chocolate flavor, a cinnamon raisin, and a sugar cookie. I've had all of them. They're all good, but my favorite is the classic chocolate chip cookie. And you guys, these are gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, peanut and tree nut free, non-GMO verified. You can eat these raw and they're incredible, but I am telling you, these are the best cookies ever. You've got to go out and buy these. I get these at Target. I don't think all Targets carry them, but I go to a super Target and they have them. I've also seen them at Publix, Harris Teeter. You just kind of have to search around for them. And what I love is not only are these good, but they are a pretty healthy chocolate chip cookie. They do have sugar, but they don't have a ton of crap added to them. The ingredients list is very, very small. I could not believe when I tried these that these are dairy-free. I could not believe it. Plant-based and gluten-free, crafted with only clean ingredients. And I'm telling you, you gotta go try these. If you like chocolate chip cookies, you will thank me when you try these, and you'll wonder how you've gone your whole life and haven't had one of these. I promise you. Even my husband, who's not a huge cookie person, loves these cookies. I have yet to give one of these to anyone that doesn't love it. So I had to end my favorite things from 2020 with a chocolate chip cookie because there's nothing better, in my opinion. My favorite thing in the whole world is a warm chocolate chip cookie. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about all of my favorite things from 2020. I know this year has not been the best for most people, but these are things that I really loved and enjoyed this year, so I wanted to share them with you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your December and are looking forward to a new year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at the same username, simply.blair. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.